Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here at 4. I'm Kevin Nathan.
And I'm Amber Diaz. We're now learning more about the situation in Woodstock that happened yesterday. It went down on Woodstock Road, and police had to close 2 intersections after 2 men allegedly entered a home, and a lengthy standoff with police ensued.
NBC Connecticut's Amanda Pitts joins us now live from Danielson, where the 2 suspects appeared in court today. Amanda?
Yeah, well, Kevin, Amber, we learned in court today that both men are homeless and have substance abuse issues. There are still a lot of questions in this case, but it does appear that both men showed up to that Woodstock home looking for someone. And we spoke to the neighbor who made that initial call to police once he noticed something was off.
When I called the state police, it was a matter of just a couple of minutes, and I could hear sirens.
Wednesday afternoon, this quiet Woodstock neighborhood was flooded with police after David Mulvey reported seeing men with baseball bats walk up to his neighbor's home on Woodstock Road.
All 3 of them went to that right-hand side and went into the house. Right there. And 2 of them had baseball bats that I could see.
According to court documents, Reuben Field and Mark Racine entered through a 2nd-floor window. The woman who was home with another man told troopers Field had a handgun and Racine had a baseball bat.
Once they started messing with that window, I says, I gotta just, I'm gonna have to call the state police. That's it.
When the woman asked what they were doing in her house, the men said, quote, "You know what we're doing here." She told troopers they were likely looking for her roommate who wasn't home, quote, due to them possibly having a beef with him. Once the men heard the police sirens, they told her she needed to get rid of the police.
She says, nope, there's nobody inside. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So then the sergeant came over to me and he's looking at me. He says, are you sure you saw? I said, look, I says, there's the car. I just saw him.
The police report states that once out of earshot of the home, the woman said there were men inside who were armed. Field and Racine refused to come out, resulting in an hours-long standoff.
I actually had 2 snipers that were on the lawn right near the front door. And from the kitchen table, I would look, and there was a sniper to the left, the sniper to the right.
Eventually, they did come out and were arrested. Field told police they went to the home to check on the woman, wanting to make sure she was alive, and afterwards said they all smoked crack together. The landlord showed us the home. It's a mess inside and out after police executed their search warrant and recovered the firearm. Both men are now facing charges, including conspiracy to commit burglary with a deadly weapon. Now, that car they were driving in, police say was stolen out of New York. Their bond was set at $100,000, and both are due back here in court in July. Live in Danielson, Amanda Pitts, NBC Connecticut News.